Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC coming to you from the man cave. All right, I have decided on the FLIGHTLINE B-24 that I am going to do the strut upgrade. I started thinking about it. You've got two motors, two ESCs, the physical retract itself, servos, all this weight in this wing as it is. So, and all you've got is hard plastic and foam to take that impact. So the suspension gear would definitely be a huge help. All right, so let's get into it. I've already done the other side, so we're going to concentrate on this side. So we're going to pause right there, change our camera position. All righty. In order to do this, the only thing you're going to be needing is a good Phillips head screwdriver, a 2mm hex drive, and possibly some Loctite if your struts don't come with Loctite on the grub screws. And mine, there's some grub screws in the pack. It does appear that they have some Loctite on them, but just in case, I like using the stick Loctite. It doesn't run. All right. All right, so the first thing you're going to want to do is remove this cover. You have a Phillips head hole here and here. Okay, really can't get you any closer to this. Well, let me see if I can pull the whole thing over here closer to you. All right, a little bit better. All right, you're going to have got two holes here. I like to support the underside with my hand. Okay, and have yourself a magnetic metal tray too. All right, remove that little Phillips head screw. And the other one, put it on the little metal tray there. Now this might have to be shook a little bit. Comes free, set that off to the side. Now you're going to concentrate on these four metal screws here. Take off that metal backing plate. All right, get yourself, now you are going to be pressing up against this, I guess this turbocharger or whatever it is there. So just understand that, but it's worth the upgrade. Put your hand underneath to support the wing and just pull that screw up out of there. Put that in your magnetic tray. Okay, like I said, I've already done the other side. This is one of the easiest, simplest upgrades that you can do. I want to say the entire set ran me $66 or something like that. Plus shipping. All right, then remove your metal tray, your backing tray. Okay, now you can pull out your entire assembly here, your entire retract. And by the way, yes, it is easier with these retracts tucked away. Pull the wire out. You got this channel. You just got room to work. Now, in here, you're going to have a grub screw. This is where your 2mm. Grab a hold of the whole servo. I mean, the whole retract there. It's going to be a little hard. I mean, you're going to have to use some force to get this grub screw out of here. Okay. And there you go. Okay. There it is. Pull it off. Turn your attention to the other side. You can tell you got it out when you see silver on this side, and then you look in there, you see dark, because you can still see that dark grub screw. Put that in there. You got one on either side. Like I say, it does take a little bit of force. It's been in there, and they put it in with some Loctite, so it takes a little bit of force. So have a good, strong, quality 2mm hex drive at your disposal. All right, there it is. Okay. All right, pull that out of there. Okay. Now, grab a hold of you see how that fits in there too, that angle. Grab a hold of your whole retract, not grabbing the strut itself, and then just kind of rock it back and forth. You'll see it start giving, and then you'll be able to pull that strut off of there. Just like that. So you got them 2 flat spots on either side there. All right. Now, grab your new one. And I highly suggest you use the new grub screws, the new fresh grub screws that come with your kit. As you can see, got a brand new one here. Now this is kind of perturbing to me, is on the other one, see this wheel here? There's very little give to the stock wheel. I just pulled it out of here. Now, on this strut, look what I got here. I got squish, okay? The other one I just did is hard like the strut, but it's suspension, so I got cheated out of one of the squishy tires. Now look, you've got flat spots on either side, okay? So, just like pieces of a puzzle, see that shape there, that shape there? All right, FBI calls that a clue. So you're gonna slide that all the way up where it fits flush, and you can actually see your flat spots on either side. Get your new fresh grub screws. And hey, these right here do not have Loctite on them, so good. It gives me a chance to use my favorite Loctite product. Okay. I'll show you how great this stuff is. Okay, go ahead and put it on the end of your 2mm hex drive. This is an unloctited or treated grub screw. Okay, this is Loctite stick. I love this because you're not going to make a mess with it. Okay, just pull the lid, and one stick will probably last you your whole life. I got it on Amazon. You just get a little bit on there, set that off to the side. Make sure you can see the flat spot inside there. Now you're going to have a little bit of resistance at first, and then it'll start screwing in better, and then you'll have a sudden stopping point. I mean, it slams shut, basically. Right there it is. And you're not going to get that any tighter than that. All right, grab our other non-treated grub screw. Just a little dab will do you on there. Okay, like I said, yeah, that stick will probably last you your whole life. So that's a good value. Now the other side that you haven't put the grub screw in, just make sure you don't get that Loctite on the foam or any soft plastic. Okay, that's very much in there. All right, now, see how that fits? We got shock absorbing. Okay, run your line. Just put your grub screw, or put your grub screw, put your retract back down in this little trough there. Put that wire back down in that area there. Okay, put your backing plate on there. Grab your big Mac Daddy screwdriver, the one that's overkill. Don't over tighten. Just get them. Just get it where it bottoms out. And you don't. I like to support it with the underside with my hand. Now you don't over tighten. So I'm going to put my hand on the underside. Okay. Kind of upsetting. I get a nice soft tire on one side and a hard side on the other, but they're both got the suspension. So when I land, it may appear that this side over here, the left side is dipping down more, but that's just because of softer tire. Nice and tight. Okay, go ahead and put your cover back in its spot where it goes. Get that smaller screwdriver, Phillips head, and return these screws to their home. They have an obvious bottom and out point. And like I said, I've already done it to the other side. Okay. All right. Now, let's back you up.
The gear is down.
Looky there. Well, I can't get to it. Trying to get to it where I can. But now I have nice suspension gear.
Retract metal A.
Yeah, I guess that's all the way in.
The gear is down.
All right, well, there we go. That's got some nice suspension gear going on now. You know, they don't offer it for the front. Would be nice if they did, but they offer it for the mains. But this is where the main impact and the weight of the model is going to be hitting, because you got, like I said, you got 4 motors, ESCs, servos, everything in these wings. They're the heaviest parts, so it's really worth the upgrade. And you saw how easy it is to do. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. God bless y'all, and don't forget, faith, family, and friends, and them big old Liberator Warbirds. We'll see you next time. God bless y'all. Bye-bye.